What up, this is Dylan from Local Injection Music Reviews, and today I'm reviewing the self-titled debut EP Onslow by Perth alternative rock super duo Onslow. The band is comprised of Sean, the vocalist from Make Them Suffer, and Scott, the guitarist from Voyager. Onslow is their debut EP, released on the 2nd of July 2021 through Grayscale Records, and the EP has 5 tracks and 3 singles. Onslow was written during the COVID quarantines of last year, and it was largely inspired by the effects of the pandemic. Sean actually wrote much of the guitar, and then Scott refined it and brought his own ideas to the table, and the duo wanted to experiment tonally with unusual melodies while keeping big, catchy hooks. Creating a new project allowed them to venture out of their comfort zones without an expectation set by the fans of their respective bands. In interviews, they've cited influences for the EP such as early Silverchair, Deftones, and Smashing Pumpkins. Going through the EP, the opening track, Saving Face, has these muted strums in an odd time signature. You've got a fast kick with delayed drops, and a mix of clean and unclean vocals from singer Sean with these really nice harmonies in the chorus. The song is about superficiality, with lyrics like, "A fresh perspective is viewed in monochrome with tempered letters ingest your horoscope." This song lyrically and sonically sets the tone for the rest of the album, and it just gets you moving from the moment you press play. The next song, Let Me Rust, was the first and lead single from the EP. It begins with an unnerving picked melody and soft ethereal vocals, before these catchy riffs come in for a big chorus with powerful layered vocals. This song is about self-deprecation, with lines in the chorus like, "I'm digestible, acceptable, I'm okay." This song was the first one from the EP the duo wrote together, and it was the first single released, and I must say, from the first moment I heard it, it really grabbed me and lured me in, and I was craving for more. The next song, Gauze, was another single. It begins with this interesting tremolo effect on the guitar. It's about someone needing help but being ashamed to ask, and possibly a musician based on the lyrical content. This could be a relative or a close friend of his, someone who's a musician being impacted by the effects of the pandemic, and in the bridge he actually says that this is your breakthrough and I'm proud of you. So it's actually got quite a positive underlying message. You've got lines like, "Keep an empty hand and keep your conscience clean, ensure that either side of you is an empty seat." I think this line hints at the social distancing measures put in place as part of the restrictions of the pandemic. You've also got lines like, "Don't compare to others, respect what they achieve, believe in yourself and all of your hopes and your dreams." So it is quite wholesome in the end. This is probably the catchiest song on the EP, and you've got quite a lot of interweaving harmonies in this song that really sort of give this cohesive feel to the track without really pulling away from the center vocal performance, which is quite cool. The next song, Limbs, has this eerie picked walk down melody with layered plucks. You've got this kind of fuzzy distortion in the chorus and this big musical refrain after each hook, which really lets the song breathe. Sean actually demonstrates quite an unusual singing style in this song, where he goes from soft to soaring vocals, and he really lets his abilities shine, something that we don't really hear in his band Make Them Suffer. The song is a satirical take on modern society and talks about the lack of aspiration and individual thought. This is put quite ironically in the chorus when he says, "So drag your limbs to bed, there's nothing here today for you, my friend." The closing track of the EP is Freddy Mercury, which was another single. This is actually the slowest song on the EP, but it still doesn't feel like it pulls it to this slow grinding halt. It actually crescendos towards the end of this song to build to this really interesting climax. It has quite a morose feel with soft vocals and delicate strums. And the steady build of drums with these quiet tom fills really help that track crescendo into this busy finish that I was talking about before. It ends with these layered raw vocals and warm harmonies, which are quite nice. And it's about overlooking the feelings of someone close who is falling out of love. You've got the repeated line, "No need to tell me I'm right, I'm selfish down to the bone." And another really interesting line in this song is the turnaround of the verse where he says, "In another time and a place." This lyric kind of suggests that they could work under different circumstances, but it also creates this sort of audible ellipsis of the line with the chord progression ending unresolved. The best song on the EP for me would be Let Me Rust. It was the lead single, and rightfully so. It's catchy, you get a taste of everything that the duo has to offer in this project, and it just gets you moving. The best lyric on the EP for me would be, "You think you're too far gone, so you just soak right through your gauze," from Gauze. I just think it's great use of unchanged dressings as a metaphor for a futile attempt in healing a wound. It's quite a visual lyric as well. It really elicits this emotion that you feel empathetic for the person that he's talking about. All in all, I would give Onslow's debut self-titled EP 9 out of 10. It's original, it's different, you've got these interesting melodies and concepts, and it's quite cool to listen to and know what's transpired in Australia in the last year with the pandemic and everything else going on, and pick up these little references and hints in the lyrics that I've mentioned before. So that's it, Local Injection Music Reviews. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe, like, share. I will see you next time for another video. Until then, listen to local music. Peace.